Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Wolverine 50th Anniversary Marvel's Logan and Sabretooth figure 2-pack from Hasbro. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, both of these figures look incredibly good, and I'm actually going to start off with Logan, so we'll move Sabretooth back here. But yeah, a lot of new sculpt going on here naturally, and you know, as we can see, the shirt itself, first off, love this shade of red. Really just nice, deep, kind of mature shade of red. I don't know how else to put that, but it's just really cool. There's a lot of really good textures going on here with the shirt itself. Kind of adds a little level of realism to it. You know, very clean paint with all the buttons as well, so love that. Even the paint for the paint slash tampos for the body hair just looks right. It's, you know, kind of the right, I think, just amount. It's not overwhelming, it's not distracting, I guess. So that's cool. Then head sculpt here, really nice, very much neutral, kind of calm for Logan. But yeah, excellently done. This is actually the alternate head. I forgot to switch this back, so that's on me. But there is another head with a brown hat and a slightly different expression. We'll get to that next section, I guess. So, but beyond that, we do get the jeans, which also have some really nice textures going on. Again, just really good work and attention to detail going on here. I think these legs have been used before. I believe the hip piece might be new. I'm not actually great with Legend stuff, so I apologize there. But really good details here. Speaking of that belt, especially with the belt buckle and the like nice metallic gold they got going on there, just really cool stuff. And then these claws, I don't know if these are new or not, but I really like the way they work. They're kind of a medium between, you know, those really thin claws that, you know, none of us like, and then the super thick ones, which are kind of divisive. I personally, those are my favorites. But yeah, I think they work really well here. And then one point I really wanted to make was the joint here. They actually sculpted in the shirt to separate it from the skin tone on the actual joint. That's an incredible attention to detail that I think, you know, I don't see from a lot of toy companies, period. And yeah, just very commendable there. So amazing work. So that is Logan, and then moving on to Sabretooth. I think I'm gonna stand. There we go. Sabretooth looks unreal, like absolutely perfect for me. This is literally the Sabretooth I've been waiting for. I just love the way they kind of get all this action going on with the fur trim here and the hair. It just looks very dynamic. That face sculpt is just insane, absolutely just menacing. Really great details all around, especially with the whited out eyes. Yeah, they just killed it. From what I understand, this body is the most recent Omega Red that we got, and I love that mold, so they really just killed it here. Works perfectly for Sabretooth, and yeah, colors are spot on too. Everything looks pretty even. Got relatively clean paint with the exception of this butterfly joint, but it is a joint, so it's expected that something might happen there. But everything else just beautifully done, looks great, and yeah, just has a lot of like visual weight to it, which I absolutely love. Also love that they kind of went with kind of a matte here for the brown, just kind of, you know, add some detail, some class, and yeah, just absolutely insanely good looking figure. Not a whole lot of accessories here, but honestly what we have here is really good. So starting with Logan, we'll actually start by looking at that other head that I forgot to replace for the aesthetic section, but here you go. It's even more neutral than the head we looked at before. Again, the brown hat, slightly different style, more of an Outback style hat as opposed to here with the black one, which is more of a kind of traditional Stetson. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, let me know in the comments. But so we get, you know, more of a grin here on the black hat head, and then more straight up neutral for the brown hat. So there is that, and the hair is slightly different too. We get some more hair going on here in the black hat, and it's a little more trimmed and I guess presentable on the brown hat. So there's that. Then we get a couple sets of hands. So of course we get our clawed hands that we looked at before, so just fists with the claws coming out of them. And then we get a right kind of standard gripping hand and a kind of more relaxed or relaxed / clawed left hand. And then we also get a set of cards. There you go. So we got 3 7s and a couple of queens. We got the Xavier crest and name there on the back. Pretty cool. Fits in one of the hands, and I was playing around with it earlier. I couldn't get it to really work. I think it's more this hand, but I just couldn't get them to stay. So I'm gonna say that they do probably, they go in one of those hands, you know. So then we move on to Sabretooth, and we get the two heads. We get the crazy one we looked at before, and then we get slightly less crazy, more of like gritted teeth. And I do like that this kind of acts as the neutral head. I think that's definitely appropriate for Sabretooth. So seeing great sculpt here, and I forgot to mention in the last section, we do get a great wash going on in the hair as well. And then finally get a couple pairs of hands. So we get two different style claw hands, as we can see here, with the kind of inner or outer fingers a little more curled in on the left, and then fully splayed out on the right. And then we get almost a traditional gripping hand, where the outer, you get more of kind of curled in hands here for the right, and the left has got more of the index and pointer fingers a little more extended. So yeah, great stuff all around, and will do it for accessories. Articulation, balance are positively beautiful all around. So as we can see, freestanding kicks for everyone. Let's start off with Logan once again for this section, and breaking it down. We are a ball hinge for the head. We can look all the way up, all the way down, get even a little bit of tilt and rotation as well. Come to the shoulders, we are just hinge and swivel, but we get a perfect T. We do get bicep swivel. We get some nice double jointed elbows, which come all the way in. As we can see, it does get a little broken up here, a little bit kind of extremely broken up, but that's kind of how a lot of these with the figures with the shirts molded in kind of tend to look. So there is that. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists. Then we get a ball joint here at the diaphragm and a swivel at the waist. So we're coming about this far forward. Actually, there's a lot more range I thought we were gonna get out of that crunch. We get some really decent arch back, some great side to side. We even get rotation up there, but then of course we get that swivel at the waist, at the pants, or the hips rather. We come out here, so we're not getting quite full splits. Definitely works, but not as good as I'd like to see. Front kick, full 90. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bring us to there. Then we get ankle swivel, and not too much point. We're going to run into the pant sculpt. We do get a little bit better on the forward, and then we get some really nice rocker. So that will do it for Logan's articulation. Again, get him into a standing pose. Again, this similar as with previous Marvel Legends with jeans and the cowboy boots. It's just not always easy to get them to stand right away, but there we go. Then we come on to Sabretooth, and we are also on a ball hinge. We get some decent up despite running into all of this fluff back here. We get some pretty much perfect down. We get great tilt and rotation. From the shoulders, we have these awesome butterfly joints, so nice forward, nice back. Coming up with the shoulder with the hinge and swivel, we come into a T. We do get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows folding in half. Then we get hinge and swivel at the wrists as well. Then we get our original ab crunch here, and we get very, very deep crunch, positively beautiful, really nice arch back, of course swivel at the waist. Hips, we are coming out pretty much the same as Logan. Again, those are very beefy legs, but we're also kind of just that old school style where just they didn't sculpt enough space in there. Front kick, perfect, actually almost slightly past 90. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees that bring us to there. Unfortunately, no shin or boot cut, but we do get insane point, really, really nice forward, and all the rocker we could ask for. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here they are with some other Marvel Legends, with some other domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorous Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Wolverine 50th Anniversary Logan and Sabretooth 2-pack is that I cannot recommend this enough. It's so good. It is, for me, a lot of this is perfect. that's saying a lot because I'm not a huge Legends collector, but like this is exactly the Sabretooth I was hoping for. This version of Logan, I don't know why. I just have like a soft spot for the like Cowboy Logan presentation. I don't know why, but it's so good. And here it just, I really love the new articulation. Like the whole ball joint with the swivel at the waist works exceptionally well. Not only that, just both the figures look absolutely fantastic. So cannot recommend enough. Certainly if you're a fan of Wolverine, Sabretooth, etc., just absolutely pick this up. Definitely don't sleep on it. Probably one of the best 2-packs of the year so far. And you know, I think these figures have the potential to go the distance all the way to the end of the year list, but we'll see what happens. So that being said, they're definitely available on various online resources. I'll have a link or two in the description below so you can pick it up if you are so interested. And with that, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, hope to see you back because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's talk some really, really nice plastic and just escape the world for a while. And yeah, at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.